Hi, I'm Tina Warren, and this is a pick a card reading for the new moon in Cancer, and also we have the solstice, which is just a few hours before the summer solstice, and we also have a total solar eclipse coming in with this new moon. So, a huge amount of very, very powerful energy. Eclipses generally will have an effect that lasts around about 6 months. This reading is really just general guidance for the next couple of weeks until we reach the next full moon. But there is an awful lot of energy around with this. It will bring changes. Um, Eclipses always do. But using this energy in the best way is something that will help you navigate everything that's coming up. So, as ever, there are 4 cards: card number 1, card number 2, number 3, and number 4. Choose whichever card resonates with you, and which one is appealing to you at the moment. I will timestamp the readings as I go through this. So just look for the timestamp in the description and you can jump to the card that you chose if you don't want to watch through the whole of the video. These are the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I'm also going to be pulling cards from numerology guidance cards by Michelle Buchanan and Sacred Traveller Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. I've also got crystals, and I will pull a crystal to cover the cards as well. So, with no more further ado, let's get started. So this is the first one. So card number 1 is mental conflict. Now, we haven't been going through the easiest of times, and we are actually going through a very different time for everybody on the planet. And this has caused a lot of concern in lots and lots of ways. But if you are trying to work out what you're doing next, what your purpose is, or where you go from here, ease up a little bit. Balance this. Quite often when we are over-analysing things or overthinking things, we don't find the solution. And also, if you feel that there's a problem and in your life, and it could be to do with work, it could be to do with relationships, it could be anywhere, but when you're focusing on the problem, it's really difficult to find the solution. Bring in some balance here with this card, and really the picture speaks 1,000 words. It's very active on the one side, and on the other it's sort of calmer. This could be blocking ideas, inspiration, creativity. So one of the ways that you can balance this out is by doing something that distracts you from the regular thoughts. This could be meditation. It could be just being mindful. So really focus in on the thing that you're doing at the moment and pay attention to that. Bringing yourself into the moment. And quite often when we think of doing things ahead and we're uncertain or unsure, that brings a feeling of anxiety. So by coming back to where you are, it eases that anxiety and puts you in a place of power, because then you have a choice. Just remember that our thoughts are under our control. So balancing this may be necessary. If this is a card that you've chosen, it may be that it's necessary to balance things at the moment moving forward. Let's see what numerology card comes out with this. And shuffle. I'm waiting for a jumper, but I haven't got one, but I have got that one. Ooh. And here we go. We've got 77, and it's spirituality. 7s are linked with this 7th chakra, which is actually in the head, at the crown of the head. And this is connecting to your higher consciousness. So actually being aware of your thoughts, considering what is coming up for you and making those changes is something that will make you more aware. So this increased self-awareness is linking in with that spirituality, and maybe it is time to look at doing things like meditating or giving yourself an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. Spirituality is a personal journey. It's nothing to do with religion. It is a journey to find yourself. So it could be that you find some ease by doing these things, and it helps clarify things going forward. It is a very confusing time for most people at the moment, and as this energy brings in these changes, give yourself an opportunity to allow that intuition to speak to you. That again is linked in with that spirituality, and your intuition is your higher self speaking to you. So trust that intuition this month and try not to overcomplicate things by getting over analytical with things. So let's see what we've got. That's a beautiful card. Let's see what we've got to go with this. And we have staying focused. Hold the course. Even if you don't know what to do, staying focused on one thing at a time will allow that clarity to come in. So if it's something long term, what you're doing with your life long term, what you're doing about a relationship long term, if it's those sorts of things, then actually the answers will come when you are focused on something else. Focusing on the problem isn't going to find the solution, but focusing on something that, like washing up, or like when you're out walking, focusing on the surroundings is something that is important for you. But give yourself an opportunity to bring the balance in this month, and you also bring forward the opportunity to find those solutions and to see a way forward for yourself. For those of you that are on a spiritual journey, and we're all on one, it's just whether we recognise it or not. For those of you that are aware that you're on your own spiritual journey, it's time to start walking your talk and putting things into action that are supporting you moving forward. So let's see. I'm going there. Oh, and it is all about focus. We've got Tiger's Eye, and Tiger's Eye is really powerful at helping you to stay the course. It's very good at bringing that focus or bringing things to fruition. Very, very good as well for helping you complete things. So if you are feeling stuck and if it's causing you a little bit of stress and anxiety at the moment, then use the energy of Tiger's Eye to focus, to bring the solutions and the answers that you're needing. But you need to trust your intuition as well. To allow that intuition to speak to you, you need to be quiet in this very analytical part of your mind. So some nice reminders of the things that you can do for yourself if you are feeling this mental conflict at the moment, uncertain, unsure, or not clear on how to work your way through something at the moment. So those are card number 1 and the crystal. So let us move on to card number 2, and we've got foundation and achievements. So this one, if you've chosen this card, it's likely that there are certain things that you've already gained or you already understand about yourself. It could be that you already have a qualification or experience in certain things, but you're looking to expand on that and looking to build on what's already there. This could be knowledge, it could be building on relationships, networking is coming in with this, but actually trusting that process as well. defining a way forward is something that you can be planning now. Even if it's not clear, start writing down ideas and things, especially that especially support you moving forward. If you've got your own business or you've been considering starting your own business, then again, this is a time for planning. It may be that things need to be looked at, and there are certain things that you are able to let go of, and to allow you to be able to move forward on some of the newer things that may already be in the pipeline, or they're things that you had been considering. There's an option to change things now, but without losing anything that's of value to you or important to you. So let's see what we're going to get with the numerology cards, and that one is floating. Right, we've got this one. Physical activity. So it's actually being practical, taking practical steps and moving things forward in a way that is very, very supportive of you. So it could be, interestingly enough, 6 and 7 is 13 and 1 and 3 is 4. So the cards are balancing, which is clarifying and confirming this message. Don't look at where you are and think that's it. Don't rest on your laurels at the moment. There are opportunities for you to move things up or shape things in a way that you want to. Now, this could be something that is physical. So if it's a health thing, if you've been meaning to get in shape and sort of looking after yourself in that way, it's about doing that. These cards are linking into fundamental things for you. So it could be health, it could be finances, what you do for a living, it could be relationships, family, and indeed your home. So you're not going to lose anything, but there's some action that needs to be taken to get things moving in the way that you want them to. One of the ideas or an idea or inspiration that you've had recently feels as if it may be very fruitful. Although with all the planets retrograde, not all of them, but 5 of them retrograde at the moment, soon to be 6, it just means that it's probably a better time to review, reflect, and rework this idea before you start moving forward with it. So give yourself time to do that. Again, trusting that intuition. So, but it could be not a time to rest on your laurels, but actually take action towards the things that you're wanting to work towards. Very positive cards, these ones. So if you are in this position, it's about appreciating everything you've got and moving forward very nice, moving forward towards the things that you're aspiring to. And then we've got this uncovering treasure. Interesting that it's got a dragon on the card. It says on here, beneath the surface lies great bounty. So it's not about looking at where you are and staying there. It's about looking at what's within you as much as anything else, and what is coming from you and how you're going to move forward with that. The dragon is very interesting because when we get an eclipse, it used to be a time where our ancestors would have feared eclipses, and it was said that the dragon swallowed the sun. And would that sun reappear after the eclipse? But yes, indeed it will. But it's knowing that there's much more there at the moment. So not a time to rest on your laurels, actually. There is plenty more for you to do, especially if you're looking at growing something or improving something. So nice cards for you. And this one feels right. Okay. Right. This is yellow jasper. So this again is about not rushing. The energy of this stone is steady. But it's not fast. It's a steady move forward. So even if you're working towards something and it's taking a while, just be patient over the next few weeks and probably until the middle of July, and then things will start to move forward again. But this is a really, really positive reading. It is about trusting those feelings and really holding onto those hunches that are coming to you. It may pay you not to share this at the moment, especially if it's ideas that are about your growth. Only share it with the people that need to know rather than with everyone right now. So there you go. That is card number 2. And moving on to card number 3, we have the heart chakra. Okay. Again, number 4, and it is the 4th chakra. The chakras are a Sanskrit word for wheel, and these are energy centers. We have 7 main energy centers running along our spine and our head. So the heart one, which is where the heart is a gateway chakra. So this is moving away from the things that you may have been concerned about and the things that you may have been worried about. This could be that you have recently or are currently going through a time where you're becoming aware that things may need to change for you. This is a gateway, as I say, into these higher chakras. These higher chakras are activated much more when you are spiritually aware. They're active anyway, but they're much more active when you're spiritually aware. And when you're working from the higher energy centers, it's more out of a place of love, more out of a place of compassion and understanding than it is out of a place of survival or necessity. So the heart chakra is telling you that you may be ready to move forward, or it's time for you to move forward on your own spiritual journey. If you are already on that journey, then it's about opening your heart to the possibilities and allowing that intuition to start flowing through. Trust your heart for the truth in the matter, because our heads and our gut feelings often mislead, but your heart is very, very truthful. It could be that you're ready to start moving towards your truth and being in your integrity. This is a really powerful card, but it may look like nothing's going on the surface. There's a lot of inner work going on here, a lot of understanding of self, a lot of increasing of awareness. Beautiful, beautiful card. It could be that you're actually reviewing and reflecting where you are on your journey at the moment and starting to be a little bit more compassionate to yourself as well as to others. So let's see the numerology cards where, and it flipped out. So talking of intuition, and we've got the intuition card, and this is number 22. Your intuition is yours. It will guide you. So acknowledging that intuition and understanding that will only guide you in the best way for you, and that is the only way it will ever guide you. This is where you need to trust. Your heart chakra will let you know whether you're on track, and your intuition will be coming up in various ways. Whatever numbers are coming out on the cards for the numerology, pay attention to the numbers and what they mean. So this one is a master number, and it's the number of the master builder. So what is it that you're looking to create? What are you looking to understand? And what are you looking to incorporate into your life? This is deep inner work if you've chosen this card. So you may be particularly reflective or introspective at this time. But do it with compassion, do it with love, and don't do it with thoughts and attitudes that are putting yourself down, there is an opportunity to change things at the moment and to let things go. So that compassion needs to come in with that intuition, and you will be getting direct guidance through this month. That is an amazing set of cards. If nothing else, they're good enough, but you will be getting another one. So let's get this one out. And this is 2 cards. Whoa, okay. This one first, and it's travelling lightly. And this is simplifying your life. And it could be that by letting go of some of the worries and concerns, it could be physically clearing things, letting go of things that you can do nothing about. This isn't necessarily material, tangible things. This could be feelings, emotions, habits, or situations that are consuming your time and energy that you cannot do anything about. So it's time to release some of these. And when you do, what's waiting for you? Transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. I think actually, if you've chosen card number 3, you are already in this process, but it's about learning to trust, being in your truth, and having compassion. Realizing as well that you are going through your own experience in life. Just because others are on and others are on their journey, so it's not about comparing yourself to anybody else, because there is not another one of you on this planet. The crystal that comes out with these is red jasper. Now, this is the heart chakra. This links in with the root chakra, so it is grounding this energy in. So it's not living in your mind and doing all this internal work. There's action that will be needed through the month that support the things that are coming to you. So write those ideas down. Clear the things physically instead of putting them on a mental to-do list. There is action that's involved here, but as long as you put it in the right way, it's leading you to a bigger, better version of you. So not necessarily bigger in the real sense of the word, but a more complete version of yourself. So card number 4, spiritual strength. Okay, I'm sorry about the reflection on the cards. There you go. Spiritual strength. We are at a time currently where there has been an awful lot of changes, a lot of things for us to understand, and a lot of things for us to comprehend. If you are on a spiritual path, it could be that you have been considering that you're not having the impact that you want to, or things aren't going the way that you feel they should because of the way things are looking in the world. It's about recognizing that spiritual strength is always within you. If you look at the image, there's a background image of a Buddha, I suppose, and the man in front, I think he's a monk. But this energy around him that is holding things from above him, it is about trusting that you are supported. This is imagine it as your higher self rather than anything else. You can refer to your higher self, or you could say the universe or God, whatever feels right for you, but just know that you are being supported. Even if it feels as though things have not been going in the right direction for you, or you've been questioning yourself whether or not you're on the right path or doing things in the right way, or feeling that you are not having an impact in the way that you want to, just know that you are being supported, and no matter how things seem, you are in the right place and you are doing the right thing. So it's about trusting that support is there, regardless of how you've been feeling in yourself. It could be that you need some time to sort of meditate and build your energy back up. The way forward will be clear, but you are supported through this. There is a time of letting go through this whole energy, and it could be that there is something that needs to be let go of here. And if this is the self-flagellation, then that probably is the thing that needs to be let go of. Trust yourself. We are all on this planet for a reason, and that reason is to be who we are. Not one of us is better than anybody else, and not one of us is worse than anybody else. It's about realizing that we're all here existing and living our lives, and how we do that is, if we do that with integrity and what is right for us, we are living the best way that we possibly can. So you're being reminded that the support is there, and the strength will come through you when you allow it to happen. Let's see what numerology cards we've got with this. So it could be that you may need to pull your energy away from certain people or situations, and it could be, especially if these are very draining for you, and it's about recognising your own strength, your own worth and your own value. So, and we've got 9 and 9 again. So be on the lookout for this. This is completion. So it could be an ending to a negative way of thinking, an ending to some of the things that you've been perceiving as not going right. But with every ending comes a beginning. And it could be that you may have been on a spiritual journey for a while. You may have a really good understanding of yourself, and over recent months, if not weeks, there has been a certain amount of questioning that's coming up. This is to clarify what you need to let go of and the things that you will be taking forward. This could link in with any of the other things, beliefs, habits, attitudes. It could be belongings and things like that. But just know that your worth and value is within you, not external to you. But if there's something you've been looking at doing, something that you've been looking at getting off the ground, then there's an opportunity for that to happen as well. So just trust. Be patient over the next few weeks, and don't try and force things to happen, because everything will happen in the right time. So let's see what we're going to get from the Sacred Traveller cards for you. And there's 2. Right. Okay. There's this one, surrendering to the journey and releasing control. Because quite often, if we're very rigid with things, if there are things that we want doing in a certain way, or understand that they should happen in a certain sequence, it can be really difficult to try and control every aspect of our life. We cannot control what's going on in the world. We cannot control what's going on with other people. What we can control, and what we do have control over, is what's going on with ourselves. So surrendering to the journey, we are where we are, or you are where you are, and just allowing things to unfold at the moment is the way forward for you. And then we've got this one, valiant courage. I'll bring it closer. There you go. Just make you jump if you're watching that video. But this is take action with passion. So the things that you are passionate about, it may be that you're starting to stand up for yourself. It may be this self-belief, and actually with that self-belief, it's encouraging you to move forward. I know this one says surrender and this one says take action, but actually you'll know when to take the action if you surrender. Have the courage and have the faith in who you are, And then just trust and follow the things that are coming up for you. Nice cards. And we've got Mookite. Again, this is a jasper. This is Australian jasper. We've got 3 jaspers out. So this isn't about forcing anything. This is about allowing. This is about just knowing that even if they don't at first seem clear, even if at first it seems confusing, with a little bit of patience, just trust. This one for me specifically is linking into dreams. So if it's something that you're dreaming about or wanting to do, or something that is important to you and that you've considered for a while, then be patient, trust, and when you need to take action, you will know, you'll feel it. And that's the time to move forward. So there you go. Those are those cards for card number 4. So I'll destroy everything. And there's the crystal. And that was the reading. I am giving away a reading in the comments. So if you, all you have to do is comment, and I will pick one of you for a 15-minute reading. So if you like the video, please like, and feel free to share. Sending lots and lots of love to you, and sending blessings for the new moon and for the equinox and for this solstice. Some very, very powerful transformative energy. May it bring good things to you. Lots of love. Bye-bye.